Hey everyone. So this morning I was scrolling through Instagram and can't remember which uh, page it was, but one of these like Toronto oriented pages reporting on something that happened. I can't remember now. But that part doesn't matter quite as much as this happens everywhere. Doesn't matter which news organization. In the comments, and I'm guilty of this too, I'll make the smart-ass quip about, oh, it must be a slow news day, when one of the media outlets reports on something that seems really insignificant. But what I'm seeing, though, is more than just smartassery. This morning, particularly, it was comments in the line of thought, basically, oh, that's not important. Why aren't you reporting on Palestine or, whatever? And it first strikes me as, well, who's to say what's important to other people? Who says who should be reporting on what? Now, there is that exception to the rule where, certain things absolutely need to be reported on, and if it's not being reported on, then there's a problem. Palestine, Israel situation, Ukraine, those, as a couple examples, should be reported on. But I think the responsibility, though, lays on the major news outlets, the small guys, the little fish, and the little fish in the pond. And even myself, what I opinionate on my page, it's entirely up to me. My YouTube page, my Instagram, I comment on what I want. So when it comes to us little guys, I'm not trying to say I'm in the same league as a major news outlet. So when it comes to us little guys, how does one determine who should be commenting or opinionating or reporting on which subject? If you're going to record yourself saying something, opinionating on something, and then put it online, does that mean by default that you are a citizen journalist, and therefore you should follow the same rules as professional journalists, that you can't comment on the big issues without ensuring that you do a proper and thorough job? As for the ones that are making these polar opposite comments, sometimes I wonder, is it that they're so frustrated they don't know how to express themselves? It just comes out, there's something triggering, and they turn into a keyboard warrior? the polar opposition to the original piece, if it's not triggering, if they put some thought into it and this is what they want to say, why? Again, it comes back to my earlier statement. Who are you to say what should be commented on? I don't know if it's a growing trend. I don't follow mainstream media, the major news networks. So anytime I have seen articles online, or when they used to be, on Facebook and that, before this censorship bill, commenting was usually turned off, either to begin with, like when the post was made, or when commenting went sideways, completely off topic, people getting a little too invested in the topic. So, and partly where some of these people go with their comments is a completely uneducated direction. They don't view what is important as actually important, and they, but, at which point they're not interested. When you say that, you're not interested in listening. You've made up your own mind, and your opinion, your statement is what is, and that's all that you are going to listen to, is anyone who will echo what you've stated. I think but-ism is growing, but in terms of the keyboard warrior, no, that certainly isn't anything new. So back to the observation that I had this morning about these comments that don't actually have anything to do with the original post, but these people are trying to. Their opinions are correct, and the Instagram page was not. I just find it interesting that people are trying to dictate to someone whom is of no consequence to them what should be.